How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my to make the playoffs picks for the NFL. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, like, comment, and share. We did really well on NBA. If you guys been following me for a while, those first basket picks were money. Also, the same game parlays with the player points, assists, rebounds, steals, things like that. We did really well, especially in the playoffs and in the NBA Finals. During the season, we also did well picking the correct side. So, again, these are going to be my NFL picks to make the playoffs. As you guys might notice, those guys have been following me for a while. I haven't been making videos lately because MLB is kind of hit or miss for me. And I just don't feel like giving you plays that I'm not 100% comfortable with. I am posting some picks after I do my research on my Twitter account. So follow me at Manny Fresh Bets. Those, like I said, I don't have time to post the videos after I do the research, but I kind of do the spur of the moment research, give you my plays, and we actually just won a strikeout parlay, two parlays. One was really kind of conservative, and one was a little bit more aggressive or longer shot. And this, again, if you've been watching my videos, I kind of like to do three picks: one a conservative pick, one kind of a moderate pick, which combines conservative and more, kind of longer shot. And then I like to take that long shot, that home run shot. So this is, I don't know if it's still available. I'm gonna probably do it live here on the video. But FanDuel has created a to make the playoffs picks for the NFL. So as you can see here, I did 4 of these just because, again, very early in the season, a lot of unknowns. But these are kind of the ones that I'm thinking about just right off the bat, and I don't want the odds to, increase, actually decrease, where I can make less money. So for my first pick, I took the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to be, the cream of the crop in the NFC. They're probably going to either win the first seed, or they're going to be very close to it. I don't see, the Saints are going to be, I think the Saints are actually going to be a better team. And I actually think they're going to push for the playoffs. But I can see the Buccaneers winning that division. I don't think there's going to be any more competition except for the Saints. Who else is in that division? The Falcons are going to be pretty bad. They might surprise and maybe win 5 or 6 games, but I think that's kind of it for them. And then again, the Saints are probably going to be better, but I don't see them winning the division. Then for the AFC East, I took the Bills, obviously, Super Bowl favorite Bills. Again, division did get better. The Patriots are a good team. They're always going to be in the mix just because, Mac Jones is pretty good. He showed that his rookie season. And then you got Belichick. I mean, Belichick is probably the greatest coach that the NFL has ever seen. But I don't see the Bills losing that division, even with, the Patriots and then now the Miami Dolphins being pretty good. I just trust the Bills a little more. For the AFC North, this is a very interesting division. I think the Vikings are probably going to make the playoffs. I think the Vikings are a much better team. Their defense improved. Obviously, Green Bay lost their best receiver, but they still have Aaron Rodgers. Their defense improved as well. So I see the Packers still making the playoffs, even if they don't win the division. The Rams, that division is a tough division. You have the Niners. Obviously, the Seahawks are not what they used to be. And then who's the other team on there? I'm drawing a blank right now. But the Rams are, they are the better team in that division. I think they're going to win the division again. The Arizona Cardinals, I just don't see, especially with, the suspension to their best receiver. I don't think they're going to win that division. So I see the Rams winning it. The Chiefs have a very tough division all of a sudden. The Broncos are good. The Chargers are good. Obviously the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. Um, you know, the Raiders are good. So that's kind of this is a tough division, but I think the Chiefs are still going to make the playoffs, even if they don't win the division. The Colts, all they have to worry about are the Titans. The Titans, they're a good team. I mean, they're solid, but I think the Colts are going to win the division, probably by 1 or 2 games. If the Titans are the team that I think they are, still a pretty good team, but not a team that is going to win the division. Then I have the Bengals. This is maybe the toughest division to kind of this and the Chiefs division are probably the two toughest divisions to kind of figure out. But I see the Bengals winning out. Ravens are still going to be good. Pittsburgh's defense is going to be good, but there's unknowns with their offense. I just think that the Bengals are the more complete team in that division. And then the Browns are probably going to be facing a suspension for Watson. I want to say that's probably going to be at the very least 4 to 6 weeks. My train of thought is minimum 4 to 6. He's probably going to do 6 to 8. And the worst case scenario is the whole year, which I don't see it happening, but I think it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. So I think the Browns are going to be a good defensive team. They're going to play with their defense with Myles Garrett and all those guys and Ward. But I just see the Bengals more a complete team. And then the Cowboys, I mean, I think they're still the best team in the division, even though they lost Cooper and a couple of guys. I think they're still the best team in that division, and I think they'll win it. So I bet $2 to win 27 for this one. This is kind of the more conservative play where I pick pretty much kind of the favorites to win that each division. Then on the second one, I took the Eagles. I took a long shot on the Eagles, and this is actually not that big of a long shot. The Eagles have a pretty solid team. They made the playoffs last year, and they got better. This Eagles team could probably win this division. I'm a Giants fan, so I don't root for none of these NFC East teams except my Giants. But I really like this Philadelphia team. They're complete. Their defense is good. Their offense got better. They're gonna be scary. So I think they'll make the playoffs again, and they might even win the division again. And win the division this year. For the Chargers, I can see them making a wild card. Obviously, they came short last year. Just terrible coaching. That coach was, the Raiders were playing for the tie, and all of a sudden the Chargers just gave them the win. So if he even fixes a little bit, it just boggles my mind the way this guy coaches. But I think he's gonna be better. The Chargers are getting a lot of players back from injury. They got better on the defensive side. We know what the offense can do. I can definitely see the Chargers either winning that division or making the playoffs as a wild card team. I already spoke about the Bengals. The Tennessee Titans, again, a lot of people, I'm writing them off. They're writing them off. They lost. Obviously, Julio Jones wasn't a big contributor, but he's still, when he's out in the field, people still have to worry about him. He was injured. Now they lost A.J. Brown, but they got the rookie now on the wide receiver side, and their defense is still pretty solid. So I think that the Titans might actually win the division from the Colts to make the playoffs. So this is kind of a longer shot. Then the Saints, I already spoke about the Saints. I think they're going to be a better team. Winston, a lot of people are writing him off. He's not that bad of a quarterback. If he throws a lot of picks, but we saw what he did last year before he got injured, taking care of the ball better. Obviously, Sean Payton's not there anymore, but I think the same concepts are going to apply this coming year, and their defense is just always around the ball. So I think they're going to make the playoffs. Then again, I already spoke about the Chiefs, spoke about the Colts. So I think the Titans might be able to make a wild card, or the Colts, and then I already spoke about the Rams. So for this bet, I bet $3 to win almost 210 because it is a very aggressive play. And then for the last one, again, I already spoke about the Titans, the Bengals, the Saints. One team that I'm I'm very high on this year is the Vikings. We saw what the offense could do. You know, they could put up points with anyone. They lost a couple of bad games on the kicking side and on the defense. The defense got better. I think getting rid of their coach, which, you know, I used to like Zimmer, but he just got too predictable. I think this new coach is gonna light a fire on the Vikings, and I think they're gonna make the playoffs. And then I already spoke about the Saints. The Broncos are kind of a longer shot. You know, they got Russell Wilson. We know what their defense is about. If those wide receivers could stay healthy, the Denver Broncos could definitely make the playoffs. And then the Chargers, I think they can compete with the Chiefs for the division. Chiefs defense got a little worse. They lost Tyrann Mathieu. And I could see the Chargers sneaking in. I could see them sneaking in and maybe even winning the division. I already spoke about the Eagles and the Colts. So for this one, I bet a buck to win 120. I think I made another one. Let me see. Yeah, I did make another one. This one is more pretty much every team that I picked before except for the 49ers. I think they'll make the playoffs as well. Trey Lance kind of worries me, though. 49ers are high on him. I can see why. Good rookie. You know, he had okay games when he started. I just don't understand the reason to get out of Jimmy G. He's a solid quarterback. Obviously not as flashy, and probably is not going to make the flashy plays that Trey Lance might. But he's probably not going to make the mistake that Lance is probably going to make. So 49ers, I believe in them. They're probably going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a good team just because of their defense and their coach. Their running game is solid. You know, they got Kittle. They got Debo. Again, Elijah Mitchell and all those guys. They're a solid team. I just don't understand the rush for Trey Lance. But he can prove me wrong. So for this bet, I bet $3 to win $31. It wasn't that much of a big bet. So these are the ones that I'm picking to make the playoffs. Let me just check if they have the actual picks here. Conference winners, division winners. Yeah, so these are the division winners. I think I picked those as well. I'm going to make a video for that also. They got the win totals. I did this as well. To win 10 regular games, you could pick up to 8 selections. So I'm gonna post that as well. Let me see. Yes, so right here, make the playoffs. So as you can see, some of these odds have already been increasing, or decreasing, I should say. The Bengals, I believe, were minus 120 or minus 130 on that pick sheet that I had. They're already at minus 144. The Minnesota Vikings were at plus money. Now they're at minus money. So basically, if you bet $100 on the Vikings, you win $90. The one I had they were plus. So basically, let me see if I can find it real quick. So I got a ton of picks here. Yeah, so let's see. Which one is it? Minnesota Vikings. Yep, so they were plus 100. So again, if you bet 100, you win 100. Now, if you bet 100, you're only going to make 90. For the Packers, they're minus 420. Bucks are minus 600. I'm just trying to memorize these numbers so I can show you the difference now. See, I did this very early. I did this in June, about a month ago. And, you know, the numbers are already decreasing. So you're making less money now. So see, Tampa Bay was minus 600. They're now at minus 750. Buffalo Bills were minus 4 something. Now they're minus 600. Packers were minus 410. Now they're minus 500. So as you can see, these odds are decreasing by the minute. Grab them now, because if you don't grab them now, they're gonna be like, excuse my language, they're gonna be shit. So you're not gonna make much money. If you're taking the Bucks at $100, you're making $13. Whereas if you took them at where not when I took them, you're gonna make probably like 20 or 30 bucks. So again, those are the selections that I made. I gave you my picks there for my conservative, kind of the moderate, and then the long shot. I gave you two moderates, I believe, with the Vikings and the Niners. But again, try to take these now. If you feel, I feel pretty confident about the conservative play that I made. Take them now because these are dropping, and by the time the season starts, Tampa Bay is probably going to be minus 100, minus 1,000, minus 950, something like that. You're not going to make much money if you're waiting. Again, there's more knowns than unknowns when you get closer to the season, because you see trades, you see signings, you see cuts, you see injuries. Obviously, that's more of a known than an unknown when I took it back a month ago. But feel pretty confident about Tampa Bay, the Bills, the Rams, the Chiefs, probably even the Packers, probably even the Cowboys and the Eagles, the Colts, all these teams that are more likely to make these playoffs. Take them now because these odds are decreasing, and by the time you know it, you make 8 picks, and probably not even making much money. So like I picked 1, 2, 3. I pretty much picked all the favorites. Oh, that's 6. I took the Colts, and I believe I took the Bengals. So I think I took the $3, and I made like I forget. Well, you saw the picks, so it's pretty much not. They're decreasing. So again, guys, I really appreciate all the support. Like, comment, and share. I'm gonna be posting some more NFL picks coming up for round robins. I'm already posted a video for teasers, which are useful. Again, don't use them all the time. Use them, when there's more unknowns, especially in the beginning of the season. But don't go crazy with those teasers because you're paying for juice. You're making less money when you pick those teasers. But again, I really appreciate it, guys. Those are my picks to make the playoffs. I will be posting new videos for NFL, and obviously when the NFL season starts, I'm gonna be picking my winners. I'm also gonna be doing same game parlays. Probably do some teasers as well. So I'm going to be probably posting 2 to 3 videos per week. And I'm probably going to make a separate video for the Monday Night Football game, just because a lot of injuries and stuff happen, on Sunday. Some guys might be inactive, and I don't like picking those unknowns. So, again, guys, take care. Thanks a lot, everyone. We made a lot of money with NBA. Let's make some money again with NFL. This is my best sport. I made a ton of money last year, and I'm going to try to help you guys make money as well. Take care, guys. Enjoy your day, and we will talk soon.